Alrighty then, I'm going to try to run through this and see if I can get some good advice on how to do this. So what I have here is this is a UAB, or no, I think this is just a BeaverBuilder post content grid. It's displaying a custom post type um, called postables. So what I really want to have happen here is these are just the post grid, and in that, I'm pulling out and I'm displaying a custom field here. And when I click on this custom field, I want it to show me these images. And I'll cover how I'm getting those images in there in a little bit. But I've got all these images, and so the idea is they see this and they say, oh, cool, yeah, I want to see what these images are. I see the small thumbnail, so I'll just click that. I want to have that come up in a modal, and then I actually want to get also a button to show down here that will take them to the proper link, and it could be, you know, like a buy now button, and have them show that. So let me show you real quick how I've got this set up. First of all, I have pods installed, and I have the postable pod, and in there I just simply have three fields. One's a product code, which I'm not showing any place. Then I've got this gallery, and the gallery is just an image field, multiple files, and that's where I'm storing the images. And then I have an URL that I'm calling the CTA URL, and that's the link to like the buy now or whatever for the buttons. Okie dokie. So I have all of that. Um, I'm not sure if any of this is relevant. I'm doing, you know, post formats and such in there. Um, so that being said, then I have a themer layout. So here is my themer layout, and in the themer layout, I have a post grid right here. So if I click on this post grid, that brings me this up, and what I've done is I've done a custom post layout. If I look at that in my custom post layout, you can see it's just displaying the featured image, so on and so forth. And then I come down here to I give a class, I say it's an X modal, just picked a name, doesn't really matter. But I put the class on there, and then I'm pulling out the gallery field from pods. And then I'm also pulling out the CTA URL from pods. I don't know if there's a better way to do this other than doing a short code include of a magic field, but that's the way I'm doing it. So that gives me that, and that all shows up just fine here. And then what I have is I have this modal set up, and on this modal, it's going to trigger on a custom class, and it's going to trigger on .xmodal, and that seems to work. And for the content, so this is where then I'm not really sure what to do is how do I feed it here in the content for the modal. If I come back over here and I click the right here, which triggers OK, so that triggers, but it doesn't bring up the images from this pods. So how can I specify in the content of my modal to pull up the images that are in the this particular post grid, and then have that feed into the modal. So as I click on each uh, one of these post lists, it will bring up their respective pictures. So that's one thing. And then the other thing is, okay, so I can see I can get a link down here to where I want to send them to, but how do I actually make this a button? I don't see anywhere in this layout to make a button appear. Maybe there's some way to do that in the custom layout. If I go into custom layout here, that there'd be a way to include the button, but I'm really not sure how to do that. So looking for some help. Thanks.